Hello, friends! The Social Security rules are not the same for every age group. A person born in the 1940s may need to check survivor benefits or Medicare charges. A person born in the late 1950s may need to understand their exact full retirement age. A person born in the 1960s may be deciding whether to claim early, wait, or keep working. And someone younger may still have time to fix an earnings record mistake before it follows them into retirement. Find their group and listen carefully, because one wrong assumption can lower your monthly Social Security check for life. Before we get into it, subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. Social Security rules are confusing because they are not explained personally to each person. The SSA publishes the rules, but it does not sit down with you and say, "This is the mistake your age group needs to avoid." That is what this channel is for. I take Social Security, Medicare, retirement, and benefit changes and explain them in plain English before they cost you money. Let's get into it. Group 1. People born from 1943 through 1954. In 2026, most people in this group are already collecting Social Security. Your full retirement age was 66, and because you have probably been receiving benefits for years, you may think there is nothing left to review. But that can be a costly mistake. The first thing this group should check is whether you are receiving the right benefit record, especially if you are widowed. A surviving spouse may be able to receive survivor benefits based on the deceased spouse's record. Depending on your age and situation, that survivor benefit can be up to 100% of what the deceased worker was receiving or entitled to receive. Many widows and widowers assume Social Security automatically put them on the highest possible benefit. That is not something you should simply assume. If your spouse passed away and you never specifically asked Social Security to compare your own retirement benefit with the survivor benefit, call and ask. You want them to compare both records and tell you which benefit is higher. The second thing this group should check is Medicare IRMAA. IRMAA is the extra amount some people pay for Medicare Part B and Part D because of higher income. The problem is that Medicare usually looks at older tax information. So if your income was temporarily high because you sold property, took a large withdrawal, converted retirement money, or had a one-time event, you may still be paying extra even if your income has dropped. If you had a life-changing event such as retirement, work reduction, divorce, marriage, or death of a spouse, you may be able to ask Social Security to lower the IRMAA amount using Form SSA 44. So for this group, the message is simple. Check survivor benefits and check Medicare surcharges. Even if you have been on Social Security for years, there may still be money to review. Group 2. People born from 1955 through 1959. This group is extremely important because your full retirement age is not simply 66 or 67. It depends on your exact birth year. If you were born in 1955, your full retirement age is 66 and 2 months. Born in 1956, it is 66 and 4 months. Born in 1957, it is 66 and 6 months. Born in 1958, it is 66 and 8 months. Born in 1959, it is 66 and 10 months. Those extra months matter. They affect early claiming reductions, delayed retirement credits, and whether the earnings test applies. If you claimed early, your benefit was reduced permanently. If you claimed at 62, that reduction could be significant. It is not a temporary discount. It becomes your monthly benefit for life before cost of living adjustments. If you have not claimed yet and you are past your full retirement age, waiting can still increase your benefit. Social Security delayed retirement credits generally increase your monthly benefit by about 8% per year after full retirement age until age 70. That means every month between your full retirement age and age 70 can still matter. But there is another issue for this group: working while collecting.
If you are receiving Social Security before full retirement age and still working, the earnings test may reduce your checks if your earnings are above the annual limit. In 2026, for people under full retirement age all year, the limit is $24,480. If you earn more than that, Social Security withholds $1 in benefits for every $2 above the limit. If you reach full retirement age in 2026, a different, higher limit applies before the month you reach full retirement age. The money withheld under the earnings test is not the same as a tax, but it can still feel shocking if you were not expecting it. So, if you were born from 1955 through 1959, know your exact full retirement age, understand whether your early claim was permanent, and check the earnings test if you were working. Group 3. People born from 1960 through 1965. For this group, full retirement age is 67. That number is important because many people still think of retirement as age 65 or 66, but for Social Security retirement benefits, if you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. You can claim as early as 62, but the cost is large. Claiming at 62 when your full retirement age is 67 can reduce your benefit by about 30% permanently. That means if your full benefit at 67 would be $2,000 per month, claiming at 62 could reduce it by roughly $600 per month. That is not just 1 year of lower payments. That lower starting amount affects every check going forward. Now, claiming early is not always wrong. Some people have health issues, some lose a job, some need the income, but you should make the choice knowing the real cost. If you can wait beyond 67, delayed retirement credits can increase your monthly check until age 70. Waiting is not right for everyone, but it should be compared carefully before you file. This group should also check the earnings record right now. Your Social Security benefit is based on your highest earning years. If a year is missing or wrong, your future benefit estimate can be lower than it should be. Go to your My Social Security account and review your earnings year by year. Look for missing years, unusually low years, or years where an employer may not have reported wages correctly. If something is wrong, it is much easier to fix while you still have tax records, W-2 forms, pay stubs, or other proof. Do not wait until the year you claim to discover that an old job was never properly recorded. So, for people born from 1960 through 1965, the key message is this: full retirement age is 67. Early claiming can mean a permanent 30% reduction, and your earnings record should be checked before it is too late. Group 4. People born in 1966 or later. You may feel like Social Security is still far away, but that is exactly why this group has the most time to prevent mistakes. Your full retirement age is also 67. If you claim at 62, the early reduction can still be about 30%. If you wait until 70, your monthly amount can be higher because of delayed retirement credits. But the most important thing you can do now is not choosing a claiming age, it is checking your earnings record. The SSA has been collecting wage information over your working life. Most of the time it is accurate, but mistakes happen. A name mismatch, an employer reporting error, a missing self-employment year, or old payroll records can affect what Social Security thinks you earned. And because Social Security uses your earnings history to calculate your benefit, those errors can follow you for decades. This is especially important for people who worked multiple jobs, changed names, had self-employment income, worked for companies that closed, or had jobs in earlier decades when records were less digital. Go to ssa.gov and open your Social Security statement. Compare the earnings listed for each year with your own records. If you see a problem, gather documentation and request a correction. This is not something to save for later. Old records disappear, employers close, paperwork gets lost. The earlier you check, the easier it is to fix. So, if you were born in 1966 or later, your advantage is time. Use it now.
Now, let's bring this together. If you were born from 1943 through 1954, check survivor benefits if you lost a spouse and check whether Medicare IRMAA is charging you based on income that no longer reflects your life. If you were born from 1955 through 1959, learn your exact full retirement age by month and year. Do not guess. Check the earnings test if you are collecting and still working. If you were born from 1960 through 1965, remember that your full retirement age is 67, and claiming at 62 can permanently reduce your benefit by about 30%. If you were born in 1966 or later, open your My Social Security account and verify your earnings record while you still have time to correct mistakes. The biggest Social Security mistakes are not always dramatic. Sometimes they're small assumptions. Assuming you are on the right benefit. Assuming Medicare charges are correct. Assuming your full retirement age is 66. Assuming early claiming only reduces your check for a short time. Assuming your earnings record must be accurate. Those assumptions can cost real money. So do this today. Find your birth year group, check the rule that applies to you, log into your My Social Security account, ask questions before you file, not after, and if this video helped you, subscribe to SeniorVista USA and share it with someone who is near retirement, already retired, widowed, still working, or planning when to claim Social Security. One correct decision can protect your monthly check for the rest of your life. I'll see you in the next video.